Hey Aries, your April tarot reading is ready. I'm Eleanor and welcome to Pink Pearl Tarot. So I'm just going to get right to it. Your cosmic influence for April is illusion. This is like the devil card in the traditional tarot. And for where you are on your journey right now, it says watching clouds, lie back, rest, and relax. Don't we all wish we would be told to do that? So these two together, what that means is, so this month is all about breaking free from the productivity trap and experiencing life as a human being, not a human doing. Culturally, we seem to confuse inactivity with non-productivity, which isn't always false, but it definitely can be. Active rest, being present for the in-between moments of life is absolutely productive and necessary. Otherwise, literally, what's the point of anything? And it doesn't necessarily have to be a productivity trap. It could also be like a consumption trap as well. So the question for April is, can you just be? So for advice on how to break free, the first question, you have the Death card. So what this means is it's not going to require some trivial change that you can do in a day. They're saying that it could require a major transformation of identity or priorities. That devil energy over here, it indicates some sort of bondage or misplaced loyalty. So what is it that you're tethered to that's no longer giving you anything in return? And can that be allowed to die off and detach? So like I was showing my boyfriend around my old hometown earlier this week where I grew up. I showed him my first house and everything, and I was like, man, it hardly even feels like my life. It feels like another life. And the reason I bring that up is, what is that thing that's from an old life that's still trapping you in a mindset that prevents you from relaxing and savoring your current one? So for where you will see the most change, you have the Page of Swords reversed. This could be total withdrawal from social media, or removing yourself from certain conversations, or leaving certain negotiating tables. You could be blocking a specific person or like a whole channel of information. But that's the main thing here. It's blocking or cessation of communication in one form or another. And maybe that's the only way you're able to free yourself to watch clouds without disruption or antagonism. So for what will be your biggest obstacle, you have the Chariot reversed. The Chariot in reverse, however you choose to say it. Your movement could be hampered this month. This can be transportation issues, stalls in certain processes, or it could also represent internal division that makes it difficult to choose a path, like analysis paralysis or overwhelmed procrastination. It's kind of like part of you wants to go this way, part of you wants to go that way, and you end up going nowhere. This can be, it's like lingering in that doorway between the old and the new with that Death card, and struggling with the reality that the new will always be on the other side of letting go of the old, and that both cannot occupy the same space and time, unfortunately. So for the best thing about April, you have the Ace of Swords. Clarity of mind, seeing the truth through all the BS. Maybe by removing the source of confusing information with that reverse Page of Swords, you're able to think clearly and critically for once. It could be that in finally getting some mental silence, then epiphanies can emerge and game-changing light bulbs come on in your mind that make this change possible or even more welcome. Impossible to ignore. So whatever you realize in this time, you won't be able to unrealize it. So for your influence and impact on others in April, Six of Swords. Okay, very nice. So by escaping this trap yourself, you're showing others that they can do it too, and it's bringing a greater sense of peace and calm to them. So there's this adorable video going around of these baby owls in a bucket, and this hand comes down and picks them up one by one and points them towards this tunnel towards their new home, and they're all just like terrified at first, and then you see them look down the tunnel and they're like, wait, I think my friends are in there, and then they run in. So, or it's like in the movies where there's like a mystery portal and someone has to have the guts to escape pending doom by jumping in first, and then they show the last person doing it because everyone else went in first. And anyway, so it's like you are the way shower towards freedom, like a guide almost. So for what opportunities you should be looking for, you have the High Priestess in reverse. Opportunities to listen to what your intuition has been trying to tell you all along, but you haven't been able to hear it or trust it, or whatever you've been too distracted to tap into. So whatever you know innately, but that the external inputs have been causing you to doubt. So for where you will find the most support, you have the Five of Wands reversed. Normally, I wouldn't recommend an echo chamber. I think it's important to be able to hear different perspectives and have our opinions challenged. But this month, anyway, your best support will be people of like minds who don't irk you. This makes sense with that Page of Swords reversed, putting up some boundaries around other people's BS. So it's like, who do you find easy to be around? Who builds you up and agrees with you on most things? Now, this is not to elevate relationships with people who could be enablers, which is toxic to you in the long run, even though it might be well-intentioned. Also, like, who's the one who always tries to de-escalate you? They'll be good for you right now. So for your self-care directive, you have the Ten of Cups. Oh my gosh. So that really goes hand in hand with that. That is just, it's chef's kiss perfect. So we have a happy family looking up at a rainbow, watching clouds. Joy is your self-care prescription this month. So set your compass needle towards what brings you happiness and bliss. And we all know that that is not a permanent state, but you know what and who does it for you. And so put those things front and center in April. All right, Aries, this is awesome. Much love, and I'll talk to you next month. Thank you.